Good morning, Patriots. JT here, Serenity Farms Prepping. So, yesterday I posted a video about the diesel engine oil shortage. Not shortage, there's going to be none by the end of August. So, I did a little more digging and I've come up with some more validation, verification, and a couple people who are actually in the business. So it's not merely a rumor, it's confirmed. So what I have here is chemical manufacturers of diesel engine oil additives have declared force majeure and have ceased supply operations to the diesel engine oil manufacturers. Ceased. That's stopped for tards. Okay, those manufacturers combine base oils with additive packages to create diesel engine oil. If you go to infomak.com, infomak.com, you can get a list of the additives. They make anti-corrosion agents, dispersing additives, anti-rust mechanisms, friction modifiers, EP additives, anti-foaming agents, etc., etc. Without all of these, diesel engine oil manufacturers cannot produce the final oil products that lubricate diesel engines, from your pickup truck right up to the 18-wheelers, tractor trailers for tards, and trains, planes, and automobiles. So because the key manufacturers of these additives have ceased operations, the diesel engine oil can no longer be made in the USA. At least not until these necessary chemicals are restored to full supply. And this is going to be explained by an industry expert. I got a 2-minute video here. And yeah, be sitting down.
1540 engine oil, or actually any of the diesel engine oils, are soon to become unavailable. You've probably already noticed that there seems to be some kind of a shortage out there on engine oils. It's hard to find. Rotella, for example, and Delvac are almost non-existent. The reason is because they're literally non-existent. Rotella has announced they're not even producing oil right now. The reason is because they have to have a certain additive package for it to be diesel engine oil. And the two producers of that additive are Chevron and Lipizol. Both of those companies, that's it. They're the only ones that produce the additive packages worldwide. Two companies. It doesn't matter what kind of oil that you buy, you're getting an additive package from one of those two companies. The problem is that both of those companies are out of those additive packages. They don't have any. And they're predicting that it's going to be an entire year before they're able to come back online and start producing additive packages so all these other companies can produce their oil again. I wanted it to sink in what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you there is going to be no diesel engine oil for an entire year available at all. Period. So unless your truck can run for an entire year on a change of oil, you need to get some oil. Whatever it takes. If you want to continue to operate, you need at least a year's worth of oil sitting in the garage or in the shop. If you're a farmer, get some oil. You need to buy quite a few barrels. I'm going to buy about 16 barrels. It's about what I can afford right now, and squirrel it away. It's going to become the most hottest commodity you've ever seen over the next couple of months. Anywhere from the next 4 weeks to 8 weeks, it's going to go from scarcity to non-existent. Get some oil, get it quick.
All right, so you heard the man, and full disclosure, don't yet know the identity of that man. Never believe everything that we hear and see until we check into it. So the author of the article I'm reading did independently check with other diesel engine oil suppliers to find out if this shortage allegation is legit. Sinopec, Sinopec, is a commercial oil brand that's available for purchase online. Sinopec.com retail website carries a similar warning about the looming wipeout. Someone typed in a question, why is there a shortage of 15W40 engine oil specs shortage? Diesel oil priceless while supplies last. We expect to stock out of diesel oil in the month of June and resume back with inventory first quarter of 2023. So they have on their website, as of June 21st, diesel oil priceless. Okay, what I just read. This means that other refinery products, including the raw materials for producing base oil for lubricants, are in short supply. This has led to a worldwide shortage of base oil. Many crude oil producers have postponed their planned maintenance in 2020 because of the pandemic. They are now shutting down to carry out crucial maintenance activities, further reducing global supply. Reduced demand for paraffin and fuel has caused many refineries to carry out maintenance activities, further reducing available capacity. So, what they're saying is during that time period where no one was allowed to go anywhere or do anything, and the truckers were being maligned and couldn't deliver, a lot of these companies that produce these things, because there was less consumption of gas and oil going on because we weren't allowed to do anything, they decided it would be a good time to do maintenance and stuff like that. That makes sense for them. But then, unfortunately, when the hoax was exposed and everybody started getting out and about, the Democrat regime's policies had already affected there being no supplies available, no drilling allowed, nothing. And then, in February, the Gulf Coast region of the United States was hit by unprecedented severe and cold winter weather. There's no manipulation going on there, right? This caused shortages in many chemicals and raw materials needed for the production of lubricant additives. In addition, several major additive suppliers declared that force majeure after their raw material suppliers invoked force majeure due to the extreme weather conditions. So all lubricant categories were affected by this. A third source has confirmed the situation, emphasizing that if someone was to attempt to purchase just two 55-gallon drums of 15W40 diesel engine oil, they could only provide them with one because of diesel engine oil rationing that's been initiated within that particular company. Okay, so DEF, which is the diesel fuel shortages, it is going to, all modern diesel engines have three things required for them to operate: diesel fuel, diesel engine oil, diesel exhaust fluid. That's the emissions crap that's been put on by Democrats all over the place. That's why a lot of people are taking their diesel pickup trucks and they're cutting off that body part that controls emissions, and as a result, they're getting some better gas mileage, and they're getting a little more power. But tractors don't have those, okay? So Florida's reporting massive shortages in diesel. Flying J, which is a huge name, they're running out along the highways. Union Pacific reducing rail shipments of diesel fuel for pilot Flying J gas stations. All right. And they're in on this with the Democrats. So Tucker Carlson covered it, with the title being "Fuel Cost is Now a Catastrophe." Okay, we've gone from scarcity, people, to non-existent. Okay, owners of RVs and trucks are reporting worsening shortages as well. A user of Alliance RV Forum reported DIY vehicle maintenance guys are having a hard time finding synthetic diesel motor oil. I've always used Rotella, and you heard that in the video. T6 5W40, and I can't find it anywhere, not even Amazon. Other brands are in short supply. I picked up some Motorcraft synthetic 5W40 at the local Ford dealership, and the parts manager said dealerships are having an extremely difficult time getting Motorcraft diesel oils in. Okay, you can't find D-Low 400 in any stores. Rotella T6 has evaporated for the New Jersey area. All right. Go back to my video yesterday, which I'm going to connect to this one, and the ramifications of all this, you already know. This is how some people are so out of touch. A company emailed a representative working for a transport carrier. They were asked if they had any contingency plans on how they would deal with diesel fuel shortages. Their answer was they didn't have to worry about diesel fuel shortages because if the diesel ran out, they would revert to using trains for transportation. Confused, we asked them a question. What fuel do you think trains run on? Their answer, coal. Yes, people working for transportation and logistics carriers in 2022 think there's a guy on every train still shoveling coal into a firebox like they did in the 1850s. They have no idea that trains run on diesel. And I believe their tanks hold about 3,000 gallons. So, you already know what happens when they all stop running. I didn't want this video, I didn't want this video to get this long, but I wanted to make sure that you really understand the shortages that are imminent. We cannot guarantee that in 2023 there is going to be any more supply. If there's no drilling, there will be no extra supply in 2023. And I don't want to hear about Pedo Joe hitting up the oil reserves because he's not even using that in this country. It's all been sent away. Germany is firing back up their coal plants because the green weenie shit ain't working, and they realize how many people are going to be starving and freezing to death and rioting. Other countries are going to do the same. Everybody except us. Wake up, people. Get your food. www.storagechef.com, SFP15 for your coupon code, and get all the other stuff: ammo, medicine, supplies, tools. Oh, put your belt up a notch, buckle up, we're gonna need it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and notification bell. But for now, JT, signing off.